Good morning students, myself Deena Pujara from Sri Swaminarayan Institute of Technology. Today in Python lecture we will discuss about the plotting using PyLab and how can we create the graph in Python using PyLab. First of all, it is necessary that we have to understand that what is PyLab. The most important thing is that PyLab is a module that contains the many methods and the functions through which we are creating the graphs in Python. Means Python is a module in which there are many functions that is related with the mathematics. So by using the mathematics calculation, if we want to create the graphs, then we must have to use the Python module library, that is matplotlib. So Python is a module and that module contains the library matplotlib that contains all the functions and the methods that is related with the Python mathematics. Now in the PyLab there is also graphical plotting, and for the graphical plotting we are using the pyplot. So whenever we want to create the graph and that is based on the mathematical calculations, we are using both matplotlib and the pyplot. So the PyLab that is designed with the interactive Python interpreter in which we are calling the functions. So we are only passing the arguments into these functions. The functions are automatically calculate the values. So if we want to use the PyLab, okay, so you must have to install the matplotlib. So here we will understand how to install the matplotlib. Now before we start that, we can understand that it must be necessary that you are having installed pandas in your Python. If we want to install the matplotlib, how can we do it? Same as like pandas. Okay, here you can see that you are going into the path in which you have to install the Python, and by using the pip command we have to install the matplotlib. So for that what we have to do, you have to just go into the command prompt, and in the command prompts you are going into that particular path in which the Python is installed. Where the Python is installed, at that time you have to install the pip. By using the pip we have to install the matplotlib. So here the syntax for installing the matplotlib is pip install matplotlib, so that the system will install the matplotlib in the place where you have to install the Python. Now if we want to use the data, but the data is not declared in our program, but if the data is coming from the Excel file, XLS files, XML file, or from the JSON files. So for that what we have to use? We have to use the NumPy, Pandas, XLRD and matplotlib. So whenever we want to do the programs like one Excel file that contains the data of the employees. So if we want to read the data from the Excel file, and then we have to make the line graph, bar graph or the pie charts. So for that we want these 4 libraries. So by using the pip commands, first of all what we are doing, we are installing the NumPy, Pandas, XLRD and the matplotlib. But before that what we have to check? We have to check that whether that in our computer the latest version of pip is available or not. If the latest version of PIP is not available, then how can we upgrade the PIP? So this is the syntax for that. python/m pip install --upgrade pip. That means whatever is the version that is available in your PC, it will check whether the latest version is available or not. If it is already then it will not updated. If there is a oldest version of the PIP, it will upgrade your PIP. Now let us discuss the example in which we are using the pandas module and the matplotlib module. So here we are making the line graph by using matplotlib and the pandas. What we have to do, first of all we are making the alias. Here import pandas as PD. What do you mean by the import? Through the imports we are using that particular pandas model in our program, but here I am giving the alias, that is as PD. Same way for the matplotlib functions, whatever is the functions and the methods that is available into the matplotlib. Here we can see that all the Python mathematics that is available into the matplotlib. So for that, here what we have to do, we are making the alias like import matplotlib.pyplot. So we are using the pyplot from the matplotlib, but here I am giving the alias as P. Now in this window, if I want to put more than 2 figures, then we can do it. So here I am giving P dot figure, in the brackets we are passing the arguments 1. That means that is the first figure. Now P, that is the alias for the matplotlib.pyplot. Now these are the 4 things that we have to given during the line graph is given in the output. If we want to give the title of our graph, how can we give it? The pyplot, that is a method dot title, and we are passing the arguments, means whatever is the title that we want as an output. Here I am giving the example 1, so you can see that here the example 1 is coming. Now you know that this is the x and this is the y. Now in the x, what if we want to give the values, means which particular variable values that we have to print. Suppose I am giving the employee data as a x, and if I want to show the salary as a y, then we can give it by the x label. That means at x axis what is the label name that we want to give. Same way, if we want to give the y axis as a label, then p dot ylab, here I am giving the y variable. Now most important functions, plot and the show. Now plotting, what things that we want to plot. So here we will understand first of all 1, 2, 3, 4, this is for the x variable values. 1, 7, 3 and 5, that is for the y variables. So whenever, now most important thing is that both of that they are having the same number of values. Means if the value of x is 1, at the time the value of y is 1. The value of x axis is 2, at the time the value of y axis is 7. Here you can see that 1, 1, 2, 7, same way 3, 3 and the 4 and the 5. So here we are plotting it, but if we want to show our graph at the screens, we are using the method p.show. Okay, so this is the example through which we are giving the title, label of x-axis, label of y-axis, how to plot the values and how to show. Let us take another example. In these examples, what we are doing, we are giving the 2 figures. In the first figures, what are the arguments that we are passing? P dot figure 1. and after that whatever is the thing that we want to plate as an x and the y axis that you are giving. So we can also give the data, and if we want to store the output in a file, then which method that we are using, that is the p.savefigure, and in the brackets we are giving the file name. So whatever is the output that is stored in that particular file. Same way here I am creating the second figure. These are the float values that we want to give, and if we want to save our files, how can we do it? By the .save figures. Okay, so here we are creating the two figures in the one programs. Next, this is the program that compound the interest rate. So what are the things that we have to pass? For the compound interest, we are passing the three values: initial principals, that is the initial investment, interest rate, and the number of the years. So what is that? For that, here I am using the for loop. If we want to calculate the compound interest, then the first year interest plus principals, that becomes the principal for the next year. So for that, here I am taking the for loops. So initially we are giving the values directly in the programs. So the value of principal is 10,000, the value of interest rate is 0.05, the value of years, that is given here. Now for how many years we want to count? For the 20 years. So what that we have to do? We are starting from the first years. So these are the base value for the first years. Here I am using the for loops. In for loops, one by one we are finding the values of the principals, and that we have to store in the variable values. Here the values that has been declared has a list. So one by one, for the first year the principal is same. Now what is the formula for the next year? So principal is equal to principal plus principal into interest rate. Okay, for the mathematical calculations we are using the matplotlib. It will calculate the interest rate and it will be added into the principals, and one by one it is stored into the values list. Here we are finding out the principal for the first year, then second, then third, and then fourth, and onwards. So here what we are using, first time it will append, next time it will increase, and it will one by one it will be append to the values list. So for the 20 years it will be store the values in the values list. Now how can we plot that values? So here p.plot is the functions. Which values that we want to prove? Values list. So here I am passing the values list. What is the length width? Means here you can see that what is the width of the line. In our previous programs we are not giving the width. Okay, but if we want to print the line but with more width, here there is a variable line width is equal to 30. So it will become in a like border. Title means whatever is the title that we want to give in our programs. We are also passing the value that is printed at x-axis and the y-axis. So as a x label, if we want to give the years of computing, here I am also using the another parameter, that is the font size. Means which particular font size you want. You want small, medium, high, whatever that size that you want, that you have to write down here. Same way, if we want to give the label as a y label, then the value of the principal, here you can see that that is printed at the y-axis. Now we are plotting the values, but if we want to show the graphs in our programs, how can we do it? We are using the method p.show. So in this program we are calculating the compound interest, and that interest values that we have to put it into the graphs so that we can easily understand that. Like at the first year it is 10,000, in the 2 2.5 years it will be increase. So that shows that the graph is increased whenever the number of the years is increased one by one. Okay, now let us make one programs. Okay, so here I am opening my Ideally. Now in my Python program, open the Ideally. Here I am using the 3 modules: Matplotlib, NumPy and Pandas, that we already discussed how to install it. Now here what we are doing, we are making the 3 line graphs but in one window. So how can we do it? So first of all, we are making the alias matplotlib.pyplot, that can be declared as a PLT, import NumPy as NP and import Pandas as PD. Here what I am doing, I am declaring the data in a list. So the first variable, that is x underscore values, is equal to 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. So here we will see how it will be. It will be just show like this: 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. Now in one program, if I want to print the 3 lines, how can we do it? The values of x, that is same. So that's why here I am writing that x values equal to 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. So it will be start from the 10 to 15. Now the values of y is variant, that is change. So here I am making the 3 values: y1 values, y2 values and y3 values. Now in the first line, if the value of 10 at the time in the figure, it is 1.1. So here you can see that if it is a 10, then it is 1.1. If it is 20, then it is 2.1. So this is the first line, that is the blue line. For the second, I am giving the y2 values. If it is a 10, then it will be 4.1. So this is the line that will become in the orange color. So if the value of x is 10, at that time the value of y is 4.1. After that it is 4.5, then 5.3, then 5.4 and after that it is 5. Okay, so same way we are giving the values of the y3. The values of y3, that is 7.1 when the value of it is 10, then 2.1, 3.3, 2.4 and then 4.5. So in one graph we are representing the 3 lines. Nothing that we are doing, we are simply using the plt.plot. In that, whatever is the values of the x-axis and the y-axis, whatever is the value that we want to prove, that we have to just given as an arguments. If we want to change the line width, we are giving the line width. All the 3 lines that will be different from the each others. That's why here I am giving the another parameters like the value of x and the y. Then what is the color? The color that is coming the different, so that it looks like the better. So color is equal to olive I am giving. Here I am giving the line width. I am also changing the line style by the dash lines. Okay, and we are also giving the label of that particular, that is Toto. So it will be come like that. So here you can see that in this way all these 3 lines will be come. And if we want to show the graphs, which method that we are using? plt.show. So in today's lecture we will understand how to create the line graph in Pythons. In one window, how can we create the 2 lines and the 3 lines, means multiple lines in one graph. Go through with the all the programs. Okay, if you are having any query, you can also send the message on our Sri Swaminarayan Institute of Technology YouTube channel. You can also raise your queries. Next lecture we will discuss about how to create the histogram in Python. Okay, till that take care and go through with the all the programs that we already studied. Take care.